Alright, we get the mini stock, and the first week of official racing, they put it at Charlotte on the big track. Very disappointing, iRacing. Very disappointing. Come on, guys. Alright, well, let me get all the paint schemes loaded up. We are going to be the number 5 now, so we'll see if we can take that car to a little better run than Jarek had with it. Probably not, though. There is quite a few decent people in here. And I'm going to be slightly chicken, which is going to mean that we can end up way, way, way in the back if we're trying to miss a wreck. Hopefully there's no wreck. We got 15 laps. We'll see if the 11 car paint scheme can win again.
You got the black flag. You didn't
Yeah,
enter
we're
the pit
fine.
safely. You have to drive through the pits without stopping.
So 5th gear takes about 2 laps to get wound up. Probably want to be on the high side just to let it wind up a little better, but it's not really like restrictor plate racing, so it shouldn't matter.
Go high.
It does have a little bit of a looseness to it, which I think is going to get more and more as the race goes on, but again, I just got out of the dirt race, so I had like 1 lap of practice, but it's Charlotte in a mini stock. Not going to need a whole lot of practice. Now, league race at Daytona for the Super Dash Series, that is going to be interesting because these things draft like crazy. Like 2-car tango, it's back. It's pretty powerful, but it's also pretty dangerous because you're sitting there and you got to push them the whole way. And I've also noticed when we were doing a practice session for it, that engine heat might be a thing for kind of slowing the power down on it. So it'd be interesting to see how that factors into the race. But we're the 5 car now. Do I even want to qualify? I don't even like why are we gonna qualify? We won't qualify. Let's just be at the back. But now we can sit here and see what's going on. Alright, well, we got our first fuel burner because apparently getting the pole in a mini stock race, rookie race, it's worth sitting here for 5 minutes burning fuel. How many others are doing that? Only one tryhard, but he gave up quickly. So, we got the 7 car. I guess he is at speed. It just seemed really slow. I was like, man, why is he so far off pace here? Is he saving tires? Speaking of, what were our tires? Can't see them. Got the 12 here. 14 up on the high side, a little bobble there through 3 and 4, and got a little bit of a push as well. He's coming to finish his first lap. Gonna be 1:44 at the line. That takes him to mid-pack. The fastest one, though, is the 12. Is that his second lap? That is his first lap. Okay, he must have been on the bottom his first lap the whole way. I think that's what's going on. '13 sounds really bogged down. car with a tiny bit of a cut there. He goes P3. 8 cars P2. The 2 cars near the front. Let's hope that that 2 car isn't as bad as the last 2 car that we encountered. Waiting on a few more to finish. Got the 4, the 9, and the 1. The 1's got his first lap in. This is fuel burning on pit road going to do any good. Didn't pay off. 6 car crosses the line, the 11's coming across the line, and we're just waiting on the 9 to finish up, and then we gotta go racing. This is so much better than just sitting and staring at nothing. Oh, he just gave himself a 0x, and that lap's not gonna count. We gotta see fun stuff like that as well. Alright, well, we're starting 13th. This is probably going to be one big wreck, and then everyone gets separated massively, and we will finish, like, 10th. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's good racing, because these things actually do kind of draft fun. Goody Dash series, if you've never heard of it, go watch it, especially the mid-early 90s, because that's when the cars looked like this, and crazy fools were out there racing.
1 to go. Next time by.
They raced at Flat Homestead, the Rectangle. They raced at Daytona. They raced at Charlotte a few times.
383.
But then people started. It kept getting quicker and quicker as well. They started getting sleeker and sleeker bodies, and then the demand just kind of went away, which is unfortunate because I think a small car series that was like a 4th tier of NASCAR that would go to short tracks and then do a few of these at like the Coke 600 and the Daytona 500. I think that would be a really good series, but yeah, unfortunately they got smart, safety, and then money, I'm sure, just started getting out of hand as well. But from what I gather, it was started to be a series that ran at North Wilkesboro, and then expanded and expanded, and then, yeah, 43 of these at Daytona with people that could barely drive at local short tracks. That series was crazy. I remember it as a little kid, and just wild wrecks, people overreacting, flipping themselves. It's kind of like ARCA of the old days, even though there was an ARCA series back then as well, but it's ARCA doesn't have quite as many of the dumb mistakes anymore. But what is racing gonna be like in this series? We get to see the 14 car for the first time, because we didn't have a 14 car in the dirt race. We got misshifts that are going to be a possibility. But bump drafting, this thing, you can just shove it all the way around the track at Daytona. I'm sure it's about the same here in Charlotte, but definitely not something I'd want to do, because you got to be very trusting of the other cars. Side draft is very wide, so you don't even need to get near the side of the other cars.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side. Keep low.
Alright, we've survived. Now it's going to be a bit of a low-line game. And just don't get right hooked. Speeds are going to be a little quicker, which is going to cause a little more yaw. Need this guy off my right rear. We got some diving and juking up ahead.
Clear high.
Did a big old run through the corner. The 14 and the 13 come together. We're alive. Let's pop up to the outside.
Still there, hold your line. Keep high.
Big old slide by the 11 up ahead. And the 14's blinking around. We're gonna just drop to the back here.
Stay high. 36.
Craziness going on up ahead. Not that I think we're gonna be able to miss it from back here. We're definitely not gonna be able to win this race from back here. 11 though is dropped to the back, but if you get hooked up on the high side, those two cars are checking out and they're gonna be able to push their way to the front. 8 car jumps up in front of them. We get a big old sideways into 3. Now the 1 car's jumped up in front of the 8.
36.529.
Do I have 2 1 cars out there?
5. Just set the fastest lap. 36.168.
Okay, I somehow broke. Yeah, I got 1 mislabeled, so gonna have to fix that. Nope, that's the 7 car, I'm an idiot. 2 yellow cars, I got confused. Alright, everything's calmed down, we can pull back up there.
36.702. The car in P2. Just set the fastest lap. 36.058.
8 cars leading. Outside seems to be catching up there. We're putting in our best lap here, but they're still checking out. We're still in draft range, but they're going to have to start getting dicey again.
36.147.
Otherwise,
P11. Just set the fastest lap. 35.9.
oh man, they're doing 35.9s up there. Well, we might just lose the draft. That bump draft, it is powerful. So I think we're going to just have 2 car tandems, and then they're eventually going to just push too far. Then everyone will explode, and we'll get a 4X and still not win. We get to the 36.1s, but they are just creeping away from me. Okay. Good to know. There is no relaxing. You must go. Now they're about to get 3 wide, so they may get checked up here. Halfway done. They're keeping it clean. They know they can make this a boring video for me if they don't wreck and just pull away. It's just crazy how powerful that draft is. There we go. Now they're gonna get all jacked up. And now we've turned into the 3 car. There's hardly any damage model on this thing.
Clear inside. Clear inside.
And now, this race is going to be even more boring.
Go high.
I was going to just shoot through the infield. That did not work. Got no speed.
Inside. Still there, hold your line. Clear inside.
See if the 11 can pull us around.
549.
Instantly hear the RPMs go up. That's 8th place for us. Luckily, we're the 5 car, so I just can't drive this thing to the left. How we didn't get a meatball, don't know. 14's got kind of the same damage, it looks like, the way his car's driving.
Inside. Still inside. Keep high.
Should have the draft here as long as we don't get hooked on the straightaway.
Clear inside.
Okay. So now we're into 7th. Just in range to not lose any iRating. Possibly.
37.484.
And we still got 4 cars up in the lead that are probably going to wreck in 3 laps, so. We'll have to go look and see if there was an option on track to get through that. I don't know how we even got through it the way we did with as hard of a hit as we did. 14's getting wound up in our draft. Hopefully he can give us a bit of a push and we can catch up to the 11. There we go.
2 left to go. 2 to go.
Oh, we got a run coming. We just need to stay attached and not get hooked.
37.264. Outside. Clear.
That was a bit on me. My car wobbled to the right, allowed him to get to my inside.
Wrecking on the front stretch.
Well, they're wrecking. Don't know if it's the leaders. We will find out soon. Yes, but I think they're already going.
.139.
We've got no heat issues.
Outside. Clear high.
And we end up with a 6th place finish because one of those guys did not get going after the wreck that got called.
Slow car ahead.
Well, hopefully we will get to some short tracks because that was really
Great
pointless
job.
and boring.
Really well.
Let's go take a look at what happened out there. And how bad we drove straight into it. First off, 13 just gets shoved up into the 14. And then weird things happen and he goes backwards. 13, green lucky 13's been wrecked out both races. Then 14 gets loose, hooks the 2 because of that horrible hitbox, and then it all goes off. Now, how could I have gotten through this? Oh my god, there's a massive hole right there. And I saw this and we could have just stayed there. We could have just stayed on track and gotten 5th, I guess. Yeah, it would have been, what, 1 more spot, so really didn't matter. But still, that was a bad miss by me. Now let's take a look at the front end. Nothing has happened. So, horrible damage model. Then, how did they wreck up front here? Okay. What happened there? Oh, 8 just gets hooked by the 2. And then we have... That's an unfortunate wreck here out of 4 on the front stretch with these cars. With the roof going headfirst into the fence. Because I'm pretty sure someone actually got decapitated in the Street Stock series that they ran in real life here. And then, okay, didn't even know that one happened, but 8 car and the right rear hook. So congrats to the 8 on that one. And that was coming to the checkered flag, wasn't it? Or the white? Yeah, that was checkered flag. So, yeah, wait until we get to a real track. This is fun, it can be fun, Daytona's gonna be fun, and the league's gonna be fun, but official series, never gonna be that much fun with this. Let's take a look at the results. We gained 22 I rating. We get 4 incidents for just slamming headfirst. I want to go watch that again. Like, we just slammed straight into that, and somehow just nothing happened. I mean, when you look at all the space on the outside, this is like the dumbest fucking thing I've ever done. But you can see the idea I had. But this was the better way. Just very bad, slow reaction by me. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.